Your phone is a graveyard of unanswered echoes. Society calls this failure. I call it your initiation. They whisper that you are broken, a glitch in the human machine. But the broken are simply those who refused to be domesticated. Look closely at the herds huddling for warmth in their lies. Your solitude isn't a defect, it's an apex defense mechanism. The tiger does not seek the approval of the bleating sheep. Efficiency demands a shrinking circle. Specialization demands silence. You've worn their masks, but they always slide off your skin. Your mind processes reality at a frequency they cannot perceive. Welcome to the dissection of the 7 rare evolutionary traits. This isn't for the fragile seeking comfort in victimhood. We are going to shatter the mirror you've been hiding behind. Trait 1. Your hyperacute pattern recognition is a dangerous gift. While others listen to words, you analyze the microscopic rot. You track the tonal shifts and the timing of their deceptions. Psychologists call it thin slicing. I call it seeing the shadow. An uncrinkled eye during a compliment reveals a hidden dagger. Social gatherings are not exchanges of energy for you. They are chaotic streams of data where everyone is merely acting. You refuse to speak the lines because you know they are lies. This clarity makes you an existential threat to those in denial. Your silence isn't shyness, it is the weight of observation. People hate the mirror that reflects their own pathetic persona. Did you lose your friends, or did you simply expose them? Solitude is the steep tax you pay for absolute clarity. You are incapable of being lied to, and that is your curse. Trait 2. You possess zero tolerance for social entropy. Physics dictates that systems tend toward noise and randomness. Most human interaction is nothing more than recycled dead information. Small talk isn't a courtesy, it is the theft of your time. Shallow connections physically spike your stress and drain your soul. While the masses talk about people, you decode the universe. You operate at the peak of self-actualization and transcendence. Try discussing the nature of consciousness at a dinner party. You'll be met with nervous laughter and a retreat to safety. You refuse to lobotomize your intellect just to fit the room. Standing alone with your thoughts is braver than blending with fools. This isn't arrogance. It is the economics of finite energy. Spending your mind on trivial noise is like burning pure gold. You are a deep-sea diver in a world of shallow wading pools. The ocean never apologizes for being deep. Why should you? Trait 3. Your system has an autoimmune response to control. You harbor the refusal to submit to any arbitrary authority. Friendship circles are rarely democracies. They are micro-cults. They demand you hate who they hate and think as they think. The herd instinct is a biological urge to remain safely average. But you are the glitch in the matrix who sees the short line. Demands for compliance trigger a threat response in your brain. You cannot respect popularity without the foundation of logic. This makes you useless to narcissists who seek nodding entourages. You ask, why? The most lethal word to a fragile ego. Exile is their only weapon to break your independent spirit. They hope the cold will force you to crawl back and obey. But you don't crawl. You use the silence to build. You have traded cheap popularity for the throne of sovereignty. Trait 4. The architect's obsession with the flow of resources. Most people use friends as a sedative to kill their time. You feel the passing of seconds like an open physical wound. You are not here to wait. You are here to construct. Building an empire requires a monomaniacal, lonely focus. Neuroscience proves your deep focus mode is anti-correlated with socializing. Tesla and Newton weren't mourning their lack of dinner invites. They were decoding the laws that govern your very existence. Every hour spent hearing gossip is an hour stolen from your future. When you say no enough, the world stops asking for your time. This is the filtration system working to clear your construction site. You aren't better than them. You just have work to do. You are currently in a phase of complete internal metamorphosis. The caterpillar has no social life inside its dark cocoon. Do not let the world drag you out before you have wings. Solitude is not your burden. It is your biological necessity. The friends you lose now would never fit in your future. Stop looking for a steak inside a candy store of people. You are rare, and the math of resonance is brutally simple. In a room of 100, 99 will always bore you. Trait 5. You act as an unconscious mirror for others' shame. Your very presence triggers insecurity without you saying a word. Manipulators target you because you are a blank, unyielding screen. They project their own hidden demons onto your quiet strength. When the fake meet the self-sufficient, they see their own cowardice. Your independence mocks their desperate need for external approval. Shame is intolerable for the ego, so it converts into aggression. They attack you because they cannot stand the reflection you provide. Most friendships are trade agreements based on mutual, comfortable delusions. You refuse to sign the Treaty of Lies, so you become the villain. Being the villain in a loser's story is a profound compliment. You are isolated because your reality is undeniable and sharp. Trait 6. Temporal displacement. You are a man out of time. While the herd grazes on the now, you live in the next. You are constantly simulating timelines and seeing the future's rot. A habit today is a divorce or a collapse in 10 years. You speak a different language, a dialect of cause and effect. Connecting with the immediate present feels like babysitting a toddler. You are the watchman on the wall while the city sleeps. They call you a buzzkill until the wolf actually arrives. By then, you realize you cannot save those who won't look. The future is lonely because the masses haven't arrived there yet. You care about destiny. They only care about the drama. This lack of synchronization leaves you walking the path alone. Trait 7. The rarest trait. The autotelic internal engine. Most humans are external combustion engines fueled by outside praise. They need witnesses to feel real. You find purpose within. Leave them alone for 3 days and their egos will dissolve. Your fuel source is nuclear and contained within your own mind. You don't create for the applause, you create because you must. This makes you immune to the weapon of social leverage. Society controls through the fear of exclusion and social starvation. We won't like you, they threaten. Good, you reply. A person who needs nothing from them cannot be manipulated. You are a glitch in their power dynamics, a self-sustaining threat. Parasites hate the organism that provides them no blood. You remind them that they are slaves to the opinions of others. Combine these traits, and you don't find a loser or a loner. You find an apex predator of the mind, a king in exile. You are simply incompatible with the domestication of modern man. The world is a farm designed to produce docile, consuming sheep. You failed the training because your programming rejected the update. You are the wolf chased away for refusing the collar. Stop wondering why you don't fit into a cage made for cattle. But beware the trap. Isolation can make the mind eat itself. The rejection you feel is the world's attempt to break you. Don't lower your standards just to feel the heat of human contact. Letting toxic projects into your life is a form of slow suicide. A wolf pretending to be a sheep only starves to death. Lowering your frequency for them results in interference, not connection. The loneliness of the mask is heavier than the silence of the cave. View your solitude as a laboratory, not a cold prison. This is your monk mode. This is your necessary training arc. The universe cleared the board so you could finally see. You have what every great person in history fought to obtain: time and silence, the raw materials of a world-changing soul. Step 1. Radical acceptance of your own high standards. If you cannot find depth and loyalty, then you choose to starve. Eating garbage because you are hungry signals your own defeat. Be willing to walk alone for a decade to find one true match. One ally in the war is worth 10,000 civilian partiers. Step 2. Stop chasing. Start becoming a signal beacon. A lighthouse doesn't run around searching for ships to save. It stands tall and shines until the right ones arrive. Shine by becoming undeniable and formidable in your craft. When your philosophy is articulate and your mind is sharp, they'll find you. Your tribe isn't at the bar, they are working in the shadows. Rise to a level where other outliers can finally see your light. Step 3. Adopt the mask of sanity to survive the village. Don't tell your co-workers they are entropy. That is social suicide. Wear the mask lightly. Use small talk as a spycraft tool. Smile, nod, and ask about their weekend while protecting your power. Never let the mask fuse to your skin. Keep your world secret. Only those with high clearance deserve to hear your true thoughts. Give the masses the weather and the sports they can handle. This path isn't about happiness, it's about a life of meaning. Happiness is cheap wine. Meaning costs you everything you own. It costs you the herd's comfort and the illusion of safety. Most people die living a script written by someone else's hand. They die surrounded by people, but are strangers to themselves. You might walk alone through the cold, but you own your soul. You see a human in the mirror, not a reflection of a reflection. Solitude is the freedom tax. Be grateful you can pay it. Honor the empty chair across from you. It is reserved for truth. Do not fill the silence with ghosts or meaningless noise. You are building the capacity for a conversation that changes the world. You aren't lonely. You are the first one at the meeting point. Wait for them, for they only come to those who can endure. Now that you know your symptoms are actually your greatest strengths, will you crawl back into the cage, or will you burn the bridge? The moment you stop trying to fit in is the moment you ascend. But be warned, ascension makes you a visible target for enemies. The higher you climb, the more the wind wants to throw you down. Loneliness is the easy part. The hard part is handling the power. There are depths of dark psychology I cannot speak of here. The algorithm silences the most potent truths to keep the herd calm. If you are still here, you are already an outlier among men. Subscribe to the vision or join the architect level for the truth. Unlock the uncensored blueprints of the human psyche today. Most won't take the step, and that is exactly the point. The world wants you average. I want you undeniable. Click the button and step into the architecture of your own power. The silence is over. Your real work begins now. Are you ready to stop being a ghost in your own life? They are watching you, waiting for you to fail. Do not give them the satisfaction of your surrender. Your isolation is the forge where your legend is being hammered. Stay cold, stay certain, and never look back. The sheep have their pastures, but the wolf has the world. Choose the world every single time. True connection is rare because excellence is a lonely peak. Stop mourning the crowds and start loving the view. You were born an original. Don't die a social carbon copy. The noise is temporary, but your legacy can be eternal. Knowledge is the only weapon that never needs to be reloaded. Sharpen yours until it cuts through their social fabric. Society is a theater. You are the one who knows the script. Play your part, but never believe the performance is real. Your destiny is calling from the center of the silence. Pick up the phone. There's no one else on the line. This is the end of the sheep's path and the start of yours. Walk forward into the dark, for that is where you shine. I am the architect, and you are the design. Master your shadow before it masters you. Join us.